water. Girl.
The thing's missing that arm or whatever. I don't know what happened to it.
No, maybe it fell off.
I was looking for it.
What's? Oh no, it's here.
This?
Oh no, the head is weak.
Oh, this mic is heavier.
Yeah.
Probably.
Just
Stick it in there.
Yeah, just tie. Just make that part tight.
This?
Yeah, that part. Yeah. Tight.
No, this
No, I mean
the wire, so the mic doesn't
The
fall.
rope.
Just pull it at that bottom. Yeah. Perfect. That'll be fine. That's good. That's
We can like pull it up behind it too. Put it up here.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. I'm gonna start it.
You can't tell me not to start.
This is Teddyland. Can you bring the charger? Thank you. Cause it.
Just be careful, it's hot, so grab it by the
You can just-
handle.
Thank you. Ain't nothing but a nothing. Okay, 7:01. I think we're live on one platform somewhere. Check 1 2.
No, sir, we're not going down there. Oh, you're already up here. Just kidding. JK.
Try again. Your pen.
Yeah, this one's not on.
Thank you. What's that?
This one's not on.
No? Okay. Okay. Try. Welcoming everybody to the Mystic Village experience. Welcoming Makela. Let's see who's on Twitch here or on other platforms, since we are doing.
Hello.
Hola.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
I've been looking forward to this session all day, says Christelle. Ooh, we got a fan club.
The Mystic
Emily
Village.
Richardson,
The Mystic Village.
#1 live streamer on Insight Timer, brought to you by the Mystic Village. Welcoming Mira.
I'm here for Teddy.
Wes is here for Teddy.
Thank you. Me
So
too.
am I.
Me too, for sure.
Welcoming Bad Wolf, and we got, let's see here. We got brothers and sisters. We got, who's it? Jess? Sister Jess? Is that Sister Jess? Yeah, probably.
Oh, hello.
Hola.
Ola, #2.
You're a good boy.
Okay, here, let's put it over here. Boom. Teddy fan club unite.
He is pretty cute.
No, you're not. Like, validate me. Validate me. There's 3 humans. Validate me. Validate me. Validate me. Validate me. Validate me. 3 humans.
I am the leader.
The Teddy
Take
fan
me to
club
your
leader.
Today we will be practicing our set, which is for Unity of Houston, and we do it intuitively. I mean, we have a plan, and then the goal is to just freeform once we have a decent amount of discipline towards the intention of the set, which is more masculine, more dragon energy, because the year of the dragon.
Good.
We change our mic setups. Very intricate mic setup. Let me.
Must tea.
Oh, we can't block our timer, huh? So we gotta see the timer.
Oh, on Insight?
Yeah, here.
You can move some to that screen too. Well, we need to see the volume.
Yeah. It's fine. This is good because not a lot of people are.
Dragon energy.
You can just attach the volume and put it up top.
On over there.
Oh, yeah.
Put it up top. Look, it's there.
Well, it's
That's
just
whatever.
tilt the screen, cause
This?
yeah, cause it's less effort for us to look here than there. Especially when we're focused, you don't want to move your head.
Where's... Oh, you got one of the mallets? That's good.
Here.
No.
This
You
is
keep
fine.
it. It's fine. It's good. It's good. I can use these tonight. Do you know they're talking about you right now? Is that why you're sitting right there?
This is yours.
God,
I was trying to think if I brought
dang.
it.
Huh?
I was trying to think if I brought mine, but I left it in there. I was thinking I brought both of them. I'm so used to having both these together.
What? Teddy, stop it. Teddy.
This screen. Okay, good. The mullet. And then I gotta unlock the Facebook.
Just let you with me. More
He's
help.
like, more,
More
mas,
is
mas,
not
mas.
enough.
Welcoming Rafi, Danny A, So,
tea?
Please. Wait.
the year of the dragon, mystical, ancient, fierce, spiritual creature. The dragon represents something in your soul, the fire, the strength, the divine masculine. We invite and allow the sacred dragon to reveal from our soul.
What sound does a dragon make?
Yeah. So, in the beginning, so we're just gonna practice with y'all because most of y'all are not gonna be at Unity, and it's just easier to just go with the flow. So in the beginning, it's gonna be 7 minutes of pan and bowls with the rain stick and midnight chime. Okay, which is
The rain sticks behind you.
rain stick. Yeah. Oops.
It scared me.
So we gotta get the wind activated right now. Activate the wind.
Wind, fire, water. Our powers are combined.
Good. So desert wind, okay? Seven minutes. And now y'all have fun. Gong, walking around with gong, wooden accessories, intensity from gong. Maybe add thunder at this part.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see thunder and rain. Needs more drama, so add it.
Teddy's behind me sleeping. Teddy's meditating and he's happy.
Fan club needs to know.
For those of you that are concerned, he's okay.
So the stronger I play artist, you know. smoke machine.
Okay.
I think that's gonna change.
Yeah, I think that'll be good.
To start off with that. So
It's got
yeah.
its own scent too, right? Like,
Huh?
It's got its own scent, right? You smell it?
Yeah, it's non-toxic and
No,
all.
I know, but I'm just saying it's got its own like vibe to it.
Like, what do you mean?
Well, like it adds to the.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Smell of it,
I don't know about the. I mean, the incense would cover it, but the. So that would be around 5 minutes or appropriate time, and then when everything settles down, it's just the frogs. I think just 1 minute is good.
They were Canary seeds.
Canary pods.
Canary pods.
Very cheap, actually.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. Okay. And then it goes silent. Okay. That's the first, that's the beginning. The middle is we celebrate our dreams, embracing the awakening of the dragon that brings us the strength to push through the obstacles and the challenges of this year. Okay, hold on.
And we said like walking around with this or no?
We'll start like this first, still with mics.
Yeah. And then like do a 360 type stuff or something.
So mic, rain stick, and drums. So we could all we'll start in the center, and we can all walk around. Dum.
So what am I doing?
You're doing the drums,
Oh.
and this is just more slow drumming. we're gonna be together in a center, playing for 1 minute, okay? And then once after 1 minute, then you get the big drum and walk around, because you need, more rumble when you're walking around. Okay, so 1 minute center, and then just walk around till complete. Like,
I think we should go silent for like 10 seconds, like while we get up, stand up, like make it go silent for real quick,
Okay.
and then when we start walking around, just go hard again.
Okay.
Just have that space in between.
And then Jill can still do the rain stick, because it's always good. And then, start with the small, and then big one, and then us, we just, again, and just, you don't have to spend too much time on one person, but make sure that you cross their horizontal ear, ear.
Okay, gotcha.
And then with the bass too, just aim the bass, because the bass is still like rumbling when you're walking around, okay? So, okay, let's just practice 1 minute. And we're thinking, Tibetan ceremony, where you see the videos, the documentary starts, and you see the Tibetan people blowing the horn. Stick walk around. That's the intro. After we walk around, just return back to, like, if you're out, like if you just feel like you're done, just return to the center. And once we start to see, like, we'll just slowly come back. So that part will be intuitive. And then this part will be, okay, so that's that. So we fade out, we start with Tibetan bowls, drum, hand pan. Okay.
So medium.
Yeah. So first, before the drumming, there needs to be a space, so silent.
Yeah.
And then you just, use this, give that, boom. This part should be 3 minutes. I think this part is fine, just drum, slow drum. Once the flute comes in, then fast drum, medium drum. Okay, so let's just do this setup for 3 minutes. After this, then we're gonna go. But you could start on it. It's gonna be slow at first. At the turning point, she's gonna go like medium speed, which you start, after the 3
Or
minutes.
go slower.
No, it's fine. Well, it's up to you. Yeah, I think that was fine. Welcoming Sister Kata. That means go medium.
Like the same rhythm?
Double like
Double
dun,
time?
yeah, double that. So
Hammer
dun,
time.
dun, 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 dun. There we go. add to it. I think the fast part, it should be like 3 minutes, generally, right? And 2 minutes slow.
What are you burning?
Oh, whatever this
It
is.
smells good. I like it. I don't know what it is, but I like
Thanks, it's yours.
Huh?
So thanks, it's yours.
it.
Yeah.
Bag of goodies.
Years old.
Yeah.
Dare tu dare duri soha dare tu dare duri soha dare tu dare duri soha dare du 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 dare duri soha. Okay, we're gonna go regular tone like this first. We're going to break that once I start going.
Faster.
So what y'all could be doing is just to warm yourself in, you can start with a Om first. Om, any pitch so that you can feel the flow. Om
So what are we doing?
So we're doing Om Da. So
I know that.
Together
but-
at first,
so
right?
first we're regular Om Da, same tone,
Together, same, yeah.
and then as we progress, then I'm gonna start doing Om Da Re Do Da Re Do Re Do Ah, and then y'all go ooh, feel it first, and then start shamanic, find a way in. Okay. So if you just want to do Om the whole time, you can. Like if you can't, if you know just you could just do mid also. So let's just try it.
My
Okay.
throat's still really messed up right now, so just a heads up.
Say you don't like it. Okay. So we're gonna start with we got that part. And so okay, maybe it's easier if I just and then y'all do is that better? Yeah. Okay, so here we go.
I don't like it.
That was a good tone. That's a good pitch.
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
That's all you gotta do.
You could just do you don't have to do the whole mantra. You could do the whole one and you just so okay, you keep going and I'll go with her.
Om da re do re zo ha. 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 Om da re do re zo
You need to practice that a lot.
No, that sounded great. I
I think
think
it's sounded good.
I was like,
Especially
okay,
my
that
throat-
was
Especially for my throat being involved in this stuff.
yeah, yeah.
I couldn't really hear.
Oh, yeah.
No, you sound it was
It
good.
sounded good. It was vibing.
And then let the sound. And that's the end of
The second part.
the middle part. Easy, right? Not too bad. I mean, we've done harder stuff, and
I like it.
we just
It's got a good-
practice.
It's got a good vibe to it.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
flow.
I mean, it's not too easy and not too difficult. It's like on the edge of being too difficult. Welcome, Kata. Say, you did great, Emily. See? Emily Richardson, very good. Master Emily Richardson on Insight Timer and MysticVillageMix.com. Okay. So that was the second part, which is called the Tibetan celebration. This part is called manifestation. Okay, so this part has infinite paths in the heart chakra and the dragon.
What's a dragon?
Kraken. Heart chakra.
Move your booty.
So this is gonna be the intro. It's like now the dragon is becoming more like like more mystical and not so. It's like now that we've like embodied more masculine energy, the yin dragon comes out like a white dragon. Okay, let's just call it white dragon. White dragon appears,
The white dragon of light, purity.
which is more of a celestial, angelic vibe.
But all that.
So just more grounding time. Welcoming Dee, Lisa Nanda. Welcoming Liz is here. Michaela, Rafi. Thank you for being here, everybody. Welcome to Emily Richardson, Sean Crary, thanettaout of the Mystic Village on planet Earth. gonna get new batteries for the candles, I think.
The tea candles?
Yeah, they last, but it's not as
What are
bright.
they?
Huh?
They have to be tiny.
Yeah.
They're the
They're
watch
The
batteries.
circle ones?
They
Yeah.
should last forever.
Yeah, no, it
Really?
lasts, but the brightness doesn't.
Does, yeah.
Okay, so once that is good, 3 minutes. Mystic hymns and bowls, I think. Dang. That I should have been doing that with the bowls. Yeah. We just put the mystic hymns with the purification area.
Attention, attention.
Okay, do it again. Let me- Okay, so that's gonna fade out. Then this is when you do the tingsha, bells, anything that's more medium to high pitch, which could be, but more spacey, okay? Tingsha, chime, anything metal at this point. I call it the bell transition, okay? So this part will act as a gateway to a deeper experience, because we're already deep, right? But this silence part is so like, this is the healing part they don't know, because that silence in more angelic realm, and that bell is like the Buddha's bell, you know, calling in the angels to heal, and then goes quiet. Okay, so. And then this part, imagine like barely breathing, like it's so deep that nobody's even breathing loud, you know. Once it's deep, then I bring out the guru. I just call it the guru at this point. And that once I start going a little bit, then you join in with the deeper bowls, and you focus on just dum, like tempos, just dum, dum, maybe three, trios.
Three at a time?
Yeah.
Got you. Three trios. I got
Yeah. Just make it feel like a temple, like Buddha realm. Let's just call it Buddha realm.
He loves it.
It's like, yes, play more.
Like, oh yeah, that looks familiar.
I know that sound.
Yeah, make space for you. Okay. You've been waiting all night.
I know. It's your favorite. It's your favorite. I know. Here. I know. It's okay. It's okay.
Now both. If you can donate to Emily Richardson to support the Mystic Village electricity and tea, this is a good time to show her Teddy dog food, which is optional. Dog food and cat food. The cat throws up a lot.
Teddy's baby.
Today, cat did not throw up, so shout out to the cat.
Yes.
Excuse me for using the word throw up. bass flute. Well, actually, let's not do that. So I'm gonna solo, you're gonna solo, and then you will solo. So this part will be more like abstract vibe, which is what is kind of guiding us to, okay? We embody the fire of the dragon to push through 2024. We choose to dream bigger, to believe in our dreams, and to move through our obstacle with courage, with fierceness, with courage, with strength, with power. When our energy is low, we remember the dragon is within. And to embody the fire, we Om 9 times together. Breathing in. Gratitude to ancestors. How was that, everybody? Thank you for hanging out with us. With the rest of the time we have together, we're gonna chit chat with some tea.
Makes
some different tea.
What do we feel? That was our first solid run through. In a while, all right. We haven't done this since who knows how long.
Last Wednesday. This is a week ago.
Oh, okay.
We kind of did it.
Yeah.
We didn't have all this stuff here, so.
Yeah. This is
wasn't
more.
the same. This is everything.
This
for
was
sure.
more feeling. Last time we just like ran
Yeah.
through the motions, I feel like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
I feel better because it's coming.
Yeah.
February 24th is when we're operating. Is when we're doing our sound immersion experience. And Q said it's beautiful tonight indeed. Yeah. Because if we don't feel it, well, that's why we prepare. That's why we practice a lot. Not just show up and just play the same old singing bowl thing.
Yeah, a little bit of guidance or
It's still intuitive.
structure.
Yeah, there's a skeleton, but then God is the one that's the meat, the
There's
energy.
more intention to it, I feel like,
Yeah.
rather than just playing.
Well, but it's always been like that. It takes time to develop something that is going to be profound and quality. And that's why we practice the best we can. And I mean, every Sunday we practice, and then Wednesday, Friday, and it's good. I think the frequency of once every, every 3 months, one time.
Yeah, I think quarterly is right.
And I think the rest should be intuitive because we practice too much already to where we're going to do too much planned event stuff like that.
Yeah, once a month is too much.
Yeah.
When we did it last year, we started off kind of like bi-monthly or something
Yeah,
like that.
exactly. And
That's a lot.
so to brothers and sisters out there who's interested in healing work, and again, we don't charge money for this. We always say that, right? Imagine what we just did. When it becomes polished, it's still going to be donation-based or free. Think about how much money we can make from this. Ooh, but it's not satisfying because it's only going to, like, the unconditional giving. It's how we met, right? The way we have met each other was from unconditional giving, which is live streaming, Dharma talks. He likes it. Meditation, she likes it. Now we're part of something that creates that. And if we betray what had worked for us, we're going to become inauthentic, and it's going to be really tiring. But when we play like this, we heal ourselves, right? And our brother downstairs can feel like, ooh, they're up there doing their thing, gongs popping, neighbors probably thinking, like, what's going on over there? Rituals and stuff, like nothing. And
Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't gotten any noise complaints.
Yeah,
but
well,
I
we're
haven't.
we're in the third floor, and I think
I just have the neighbor next to me, but I honestly think it's not a room that they're in,
Right.
It's more like a study den.
I just got done paying you.
and we're not playing so long. It's just like 1 hour or two. It's not like they're not. Most people are not sleeping at 8:20.
And that's more like healing music anyways.
Yeah.
It's not like we're like playing a rock band.
Q says, I can tell a big difference compared to last week. Yeah. It's not easy because we're all so busy already, So just showing up with all this gear, we have to. If we show up and we don't head it out of the ballpark, I might even stop. I'll stop doing Unity because it's so important that we deliver unconditional love and excellence, because that's how we've been taught by the master. Right? It's so serious for us because the feedback that we get. Because at the end we're not so chit chatty. We just kind of chill, but people look forward to our events, and some people want us. Some people want us to be more indoor. Some people like us more outdoor. But our goal is we're here for God. Right? So, what's your experience with your development with Unity and doing more curated sound bath than just purely intuitive, Sister Emily?
I think it's like a different type of training for us, because doing these more, I guess, planned events, with like the meat and the bone structure, I like that it tells a story to it.
Yeah.
You know, I really like the storytelling, and like we've always had a theme, which I enjoy, like a good theme.
Because it's not like Sunday. It's like that's the good part. We're not doing the regular thing. Yeah.
It's something different. It's something new. Although, like, I love Sundays. I prefer being outside personally, and I love like the more intuitive side, because I'm thinking all the time. You know, well, not all the time, but like
you are
that's what I do.
Analyzer.
Yeah. I'm analytical, and I kind of have to be doing what I do.
Yeah.
So I enjoy the more intuitive, go with the flow feel, and like just depending on the energy, I think is great. But it's always good to change it up, and I feel like quarterly is healthy, because I feel like once a month was stressful. You know, it can get kind of stressful whenever we practice. Like, we practice a lot, but it put a lot of pressure on us whenever we were doing it monthly at Unity. So I definitely appreciate the space at Unity, the pyramid. My grandmother, she was, you know, very involved, so it's very like near and dear to my heart to be there. And yeah, it's a beautiful community. It's a beautiful space that I'm very grateful for.
And Unity is a non-denominational church that, you know, that respects all religions, really. They talk about Buddhism, they talk about Jesus, they talk about all these different self-help, self-development. And yeah, it's a great space, and we're deeply respected in that community because we bring our A game every time. I mean, we're respected in the city, really, as a quality group for people who have been to our events, because they can feel us like connected. They can see us like intuitively speaking and like, you know, connecting, and all the sounds, like it just harmonious. Just like the lady that came for the first time says that what we have is excellence, but we're not you know, equanimity teaches us when people praise us, we don't need to get high from it, because sometimes there's going to be people who bring us down, and we're not going to be affected by that too. So what about you, Brother Sean, the Unity experience and the more methodical or intricate, or I would say more journey planned out at Unity? What's the difference?
Yeah, like Emily said, I like the storytelling aspect of it a lot, and that we like really try to structure our playing around a message that we're trying to convey, or an image that we're trying to create in people's minds, so that it can work towards healing a little more. And I forget who talked about it, but structure does create more space for creativity, because when you know that, okay, maybe not necessarily that, you know, I have to play this part or whatever, but that you can focus on different types of playing. Like, you can focus on different aspects of the bowls. Like, yeah, having that structure can really allow for an openness into doing something different, because otherwise it can get boring. So like playing the frog differently, or
the difficulty, like some artists just choose to do splashes only, and after a while it forces you to need to splash differently the paint, because you're doing the same stuff, but if you're changing form all the time, it's hard to develop a mastery in a certain field. Which is why we have our specialty instruments that we're more closely developed with, you know.
Yeah, and I remember something. I think the reason we work so well together is obviously we've been practicing together for quite a while now. But the fact that like none of us really play over each other, we all, and it was something that is the name Michael from Unity, the head reverend.
Yes, Michael.
Yeah, he said that we fit in really well at the event that we did with them.
Yes, Cosmic Mass.
Because all we did was just like highlight what they were already doing, and we played well. That's what we do really well together, I think, is that we don't try to, you know, outshine one another, or, you know, when somebody's playing, we just try to add to it. We try
Yeah.
to really make it highlighted.
It's a bodhisattva style because that's how bodhisattvas operate. They help each other. Because when there's a Buddha, but the Buddha is such a strong light, the Buddha can independently lead. But bodhisattvas just gather more light workers and working together to be humble, because it humbles more people that we are a group and it's not just one person operating, and it's not even me, it's not us, it's God, it's the Buddha, it's the ancestors, it's all the things before us that led us to being here. Your grandmother, my grandmother, all our grandmothers that made us like, yeah, explore things and be kind and compassion. And of course, I know that moving forward, we're going to be more musical and less talking, because humanity doesn't... The wisdom is for bodhisattvas and light workers, and those are going to be only 5% of the population.
Yeah, the general public really does enjoy the peace that comes with the music, and the peace that comes with the sound healing.
And because today I heard a quote from, 1% of the people control the world, 4% work for them, 90% are asleep, and then there's 5% working to help awaken the people, which is a beautiful concept, because the beautiful part is that the 5% helping people is growing because of the internet. Like, look what we're doing, right? There's more connection, and we're like, well, the internet is toxic. How can we add like love to it, right? Like spiritual materialism is toxic. It's on TikTok. It's everywhere. How can we bring these tools and respect them versus just looking cool and making money? How can we actually use these sacred tools and make an impact? So what's your experience with your impact with the bowls? Because I know you've been playing. That's your main. What do you love about your field of practice?
Well, they helped me so much. Whenever I really began my meditation journey, going to the park and hearing you play the crystal bowls was what I looked forward to. I knew it was something that was going to bring me peace and allow me the space to just be with myself and work on whatever it was that I needed to work on at that time. So I think it's, the amount of peace that it brings me, but I love like the sound that it gives off. I love that I can be either feminine or masculine with it. I like the different techniques. I like using the different mallets on them. But it just assists with the meditation practice, for those that are actually hearing and feeling it, and there's just so much that you can do with it. Now that I've been practicing like singing with them, that's just adding another layer to it, which I'm enjoying, streaming online and cultivating that as well. But it just helped me so much, and I just enjoy offering that to others. And sometimes I might not be perfect, sometimes I might have a lot of stuff going on in my life, and sometimes that comes out in the bowls, but I feel like it's more so like an expression of us as well, because at the end of the day, it's our heart playing these instruments. It's our heart playing these tools. So if I'm going through something in my life, then that's going to express itself, but not allowing it to take over control either is a practice as well, and making sure that we're grounded to play the music.
Yeah, the bowls definitely help you to be more feminine, which is like more feeling, and you don't have to necessarily like express it through your like
words
your words or your everyday life, but your practice, it helps balance you. Maybe you're the type where you're more yang energy, but you just need a little feminine energy. And how about Brother Sean? How does your field of sound practice? Because we're not really, I guess I'm the only one who's been kind of classically trained, and I left that world a long time ago because it's not fun. It's like for show, it's for culture, but this is for God, right? So how does your like field inspire you? Like, what does playing all that you do keep you going? Because I know you've gone through the most instruments in the group, I think, other than me, of course.
Yeah. Finding what I'm good at took a while, and have a long way. There's just like the possibilities on the handpan are just almost boundless. Like, it's just, you can just, I think rhythm, to answer the question though, rhythm and learning to be more rhythmic and really focusing on playing a more musical style with 4 counts and like doing things in sets of 4s and then, adding in every once in a while. That's been really enjoyable for me because I do enjoy learning the aspects of music. And because I've always been a huge fan of music, and I've always wanted to play music, but I just never did.
Your chanting surprised me. I'm like, wow, he's actually on key today.
My throat's messed up. That's probably why.
Yeah, you're not trying so hard, and
yeah,
it just
I wasn't.
It just
It's
worked.
just a medium tone, because I'm like, whatever. I don't care if I
Yeah,
sound
and
bad.
I was just like,
So
wow.
I know I'm gonna sound bad because my throat's messed up, and then I didn't sound bad.
Yeah,
funny
maybe
how
your
that
throat
works.
chakra's opening.
Yeah, it's possible. I really enjoy especially on Sundays, that the the performance that we do is a literal meditation for me, because I think about nothing else other than how can I add to what's going on right now in the moment.
Yeah.
And really focusing on the moment while we're playing and just what needs to be done now. I don't think too much. I really listen to my heart, which is something new for me as well, because I'm definitely more analytical and use my mind a lot as well. So really listening to the heart has been a huge improvement in my playing, and that took a while to.
And you're also
fully grasp.
sober. Your sobriety definitely helped you to trust yourself more.
Yeah, and we're coming up on 6 months,
Yay.
almost at 5 months. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. I'm pretty proud because it's been difficult.
Yes, I also agree. I love what we do because when I look at the group as a whole, this is the real deal. We're not acting. We're not doing it for clout, attention. We're doing it because it makes us happy, but also we become available to an audience who also makes them happy, and it's peer, right? Like, that's why everything is donation based. And I never thought my life would be like this. In the past, like when I was being trained by the master, I always thought, why doesn't the master tell me anything about money? He just tells me, just help people. He didn't say help people and find a way to make money doing healing work. He just said help people. And I did not understand. I was like, well, what about money in my head? But I don't ask the master questions because the master already knows what you're thinking. So I'm just like, okay, he tells me about money, but not necessarily like, he keeps the money away, like separate from the healing work and it's for God, right? Money and God work separate. Yeah. And we managed to do that as a group, which is absolutely rare. There's no $20. There's no $10. There's just, if you want to throw it in the alms bowl, you can. And what's that has created is something I'm proud to say, a sangha, like a genuine spiritual community that the mandala is spinning. I can simply say people are proud to be with us at the park. I see it. When they come to the park, when Sister Kata, been here for a long time, when people see us, they understand these are some real hardcore spiritual people who are really serious about helping humanity. And it takes time for people to recognize that, but when they do, they remember you forever. They remember that you were there, and this is just the beginning. I'm aware that because there's another level of influence. Because right now, we're growing rapidly locally. But God's telling me we could go beyond. We could go global if that's where God needs us. But for now, we're just gonna stay where we're at. Maybe explore Colorado, right? Because what I learned from being on Insight Timer is that when you're in a place in the right container, the flower grows big and it's beautiful. When you're not in the right container, the flower will grow, but it's not going to be big and beautiful because the soil is not right. That's why most of the best jasmine rice, they just come from Thailand. Why? The soil in Thailand is like the perfect mineral because the river drains right at Southeast Asia, and that's why the fruits are so flourishing. And so that's why as we're more serious and the money starts to flow, new avenues will open where we don't have to think about going back to the office only. I don't have to drive Amazon, and we find a way to make things work without being so tired from work because the money begins to work for us. What do you feel about that, Sister Emily?
I would love to see us grow, but with authenticity and, of course, not getting in over our heads, like not forcing it to happen, but more so allowing it to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Because I wouldn't want to get in a space where, it was too much, last year at the park when 150, 200 people showed up and we were not ready, I would just want it to happen authentically and naturally and organically.
And that was kind of your beginning.
Yeah.
Boom, 150, 200 people show up at the park, and it was... What did you feel from that?
Oh shit.
Yeah, same. Nervous. Don't mess up.
Don't mess up.
150 people show up randomly at a small park.
Just tell me what to do.
Just stand there, just sit straight, meditate, focus on your breath. Okay. But I mean, whenever we're put in those situations as well, I feel like it helps us grow rapidly, but it also shows us, okay, we want this to happen authentically as well. But I would totally be open to going where God wanted us to go, wherever we were led to go, if it was Colorado, if it was it just, the possibilities are endless. But I would love to serve humanity on a larger scale whenever we were ready, because we've seen the results within ourselves. Mm-hmm. We've seen, results within our community, and especially here on Insight Timer, it's been incredible, streaming and growing this community as well. And to have these connections with other people, you get to learn so much from your community, and it's beautiful to be a part of. So just seeing that grow would be incredible, to be able to offer meditation and the sound healing to a larger amount of humanity, would be incredible. But like I said, allowing it to happen organically. With the music, yes, I can see more music based rather than Dharma talk, but still having the connection and the speaking, but in the right container as well.
Yes, I have been more graceful at the park, because when the 150 people came, I was dropping hammers already, just telling people how to, because I saw a lot, because there's spiritual community in every major city is few already. So to attract 150 meditators locally, that's a ton of local leaders.
Yeah.
And that's why God's okay, they're here. Tell them what you have learned and how to keep it humble, how to serve. And from those, there's been a ton more free events, because I've been promoting free events so that, because that's what people need.
Yeah. There have been more free events in Houston, more yoga, qigong, other people wanting to get involved with our group, during the summertime. So that's exciting. But to do this, to be able to serve humanity at a larger capacity, but also more full-time, and allowing our money to work for us instead of me having to go to the office 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, that would be absolutely incredible. And if you would have told me 3 years ago that I would say I'm open to this is absolutely insane. But also not allowing the money, any donations that we received from the sound healing, you know, not blending that money in together, like you said, you know, like not using the money through the Mystic Village or HTX meditation for us to be able to sustain ourselves, but giving that back to the humanity, you know, just like the master does.
And it's why we have grown so rapidly in our skill, our unity, our intuition, and the depth of the people respecting us and allowing us to get new instruments and audio equipment, because we don't just pocket it, we recirculate back to God. How about Brother Sean? What's your experience has been like with serving?
It's been
The impact that maybe you see on Sunday and
it's been energizing, and it reminds me that there is a purpose for doing it, not just to have fun or to do it for my own ego, but that it is helping others.
which in the beginning it was a little bit, but there's not much to be ego about because we're not talking much.
But it's funny because Abby's like, she even said it this week. She's like, I love it that you're famous, Dad. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, you know, you play on Sunday. It's, you know, you're famous. Everybody's watching you. I'm like, oh, okay. And it's just cute. But I like that I don't even like consider that anymore. Think about that aspect of it at all.
Yeah.
Because it is really just an experience that not only helps others, but it helps myself. Like I said, I meditate the entire time I'm playing, and it's you know, it's a moment for me to do a different type of meditation, not just a sitting meditation, but an active meditation where I'm actively in the moment and doing what my heart desires rather than listening to my mind. Yeah. It's very unique, and seeing others being affected by it in such a positive way.
I mean, it's a great role model for your family and for your immediate family, your parents. You know, it's such a huge deal because it's not what they taught you at. Like, it's not like traditional, you know.
Definitely not traditional. Yeah, and it's definitely inspiring, and it's funny to hear Evie say that and being like, okay. But she sees that it is important and that it is a big deal, and that I think that, you know, she sees other people enjoy it, and she's receiving the benefits of it as well. So being an inspiration for my family and to those anybody who wants to come and receive, it really is. It opens up my heart. It definitely helps you. Like, it makes you feel valued, makes you feel respected, you know. Sense of purpose as well. For sure. Definitely. Of course, you know, as a group, I just follow what God tells me, what Buddha tells me, and it takes in the beginning, I did not know where it would go, but I didn't matter because I saw the impact of helping people, like genuinely helping people, not just show up and play. In the beginning, I did show up and play bowls, but then when I started learning how to heal with the bowls, because you can play the bowls but not heal, but when I began to heal with the bowls, I saw people's energy opening up, and I was like, and then I continue to it just keep showing up and do the work. When nobody's there, keep doing the work. And because I didn't expect anybody to help me at all. You know, I just show up, play the bowls, didn't promote it. I just promoted on my Facebook page with some people. Didn't even think about expanding more than that because God didn't tell me to. Right? And I even took a break from, before that, you know, I took a break from this. I was doing Sundays, but then it ended and then started during COVID. And as you know, God gives you whatever you need.
bowls, started with the crystal bowls. I started with the Tibetan bowls, which you have one of my first set, and some of these were from the first set of bowls. They're everywhere. Alfred has one. A friend in Thailand has one. Grace has one, of course. That at that point is mine now, and which is my wife. And it's just my faith is like unmoving at this point. If I'm dying, I would just say thank God. Like I wouldn't even think like why. I would just, because I'm so fulfilled that if anything happens, any negative things happen, I would instantly ask, what's God trying to teach me? There would be no bad thing that happened. If God's like, okay, wife car's breaking down, I don't say, why God? I say, what's God trying to teach me? Right? Like Emily, her brother, what's God trying to teach me? Right, at the park, it's a lot of people, but the energy isn't right. What's God trying to teach me? When my money is good, what's God trying to teach me? Right? Everything is just a lesson, and everyone is my teacher. Right? The whole group, we all learn from each other's habits, good or bad. It's all about, everything's the Dharma. When you realize the Dharma, it's like your awareness becomes like you become a student for life. And the enthusiasm, I'm naturally enthused about life because that moment, it could be helping you get to the next level. Your daughter, being available to talk to her. Even your dog being available, like, I need you to walk me 4 times a day. But if you didn't pay attention, you might get 2 and he's just going to poop around the house, right? Brother, how to address that. So what's your experience with just paying attention to life and watching God talk to you through the situations in your life? So this is the deeper part of sound healing and the mystic village, which is really Buddhism in movement, in practice, and not just like, we don't really bow to the statue. We practice that bowing motion to our life. We respect our life deeply, that we pay attention in the moment.
Tea.
The question. Paying attention. I didn't always pay attention, and sometimes I will be reminded in my life that I need to pay attention whenever I'm not. It's taught me a lot. The way that I've learned how to pay attention in my life was whenever I've reacted in certain ways, or I yelled whenever I should have been softer. It's all a learning process, I feel like, and really deeply paying attention to what you're doing in the moment and seeing the results of your actions, like deeply paying attention to the results, what occurs after you do something, after you say something, after you speak a certain way, even paying attention to people in my life. Like, why is this coworker in my life right now? My boss, she's stressed. She's yelling at me. What is this trying to teach me right now? Paying attention to the words people say and the way they speak helps me. It reminds me to be centered within myself, and it teaches me how to handle my emotions and my reactions if we deeply pay attention. And even sometimes whenever people say, like whenever I was at the gym, and every morning I would be rushing to get ready at the gym. And while I was rushing to get ready, I was extremely stressed. I could feel it in my chest. But I felt like if I moved faster, if I put things away quicker, then I would get out of the door faster. But honestly, me rushing, it didn't save that much time whenever I think about it.
Yeah.
And the way I was reminded of that was I was dressed, I was putting everything in my gym bag, and then my ear pods fall out of the case. They go all over the locker room. I'm like chasing my ear pods. And the same Asian lady that was always getting ready next to me, she looks at me and she says, "You're always rushing around, like you're always busy. What do you do for work?" And I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that I was rushing every morning. And I did not realize how that made me feel in the moment every morning. And then it made me think. And right after she said that to me, every morning I would be mindful. I'm not going to rush this morning. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to enjoy the actions that I'm doing on a moment-to-moment basis and enjoy my time with me before I go to work. And the way that changed my life in the morning, by not rushing, by actually enjoying my time with me, by actually enjoying what I'm doing in the moment, I'm better on time now, because I'm not stressed and I don't feel that pressure around me. I feel more free, and as a result, I'm getting to work earlier now. And it's just, if we pay attention, because God's speaking to us in every moment. He's speaking to us through people, through the words that they say, through their actions, and sometimes it's not like that so positive, but what are they trying to teach me? Maybe I need to bring more soft masculine energy out. Maybe me yelling is not the healthiest. Maybe I need to tone down my masculinity and use it in a healthy way. I'm being too gentle right now that people are starting to walk over my boundaries. Maybe I need to stop being so gentle, and maybe I need to bring out a little bit of boundary setting. So really observing other people's energy in the moment and how they are and what they bring, the energy that they bring, not allowing that to affect our own energy, but knowing how to respond to the moment has been a good lesson and still is.
How about Brother Sean? How does your awareness and you practicing the Dharma helping you? And it has affected you in quitting smoking and being more sober, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I've wanted it for a very long time, but the process of getting there hasn't been easy. And this time, just going through the same cycle, hitting 3-4 months, and then, for whatever reason, just wanting it so badly. And being present and just recognizing oh, that's right. This is the feeling that I always get. This is what always happens. But this time, being aware that it's happening in the moment and just stepping back and saying, I don't want that, though. In the long run, this isn't what I want. So the practice of being aware allows me to slow down and be present with my own thoughts, my own emotions, and have more control over my actions as opposed to letting them control me. Because I often, it's easy to get swept up in your thoughts and in allowing your natural tendencies to take over. And when you are present and you are aware of what's going on in your mind, even though you're still having these thoughts, you're still having these emotions, just being the observer of them and not allowing them to control you is the big difference that I've been.
Did you have issues with perfectionist mindset, or because you're very smart, very intelligent? How does
it's the opposite, which is weird because I never had to try at anything. Everything was just easy for me, natural.
Yeah.
I got straight A's. There was no problem. I never had to study, never had to do real homework. I just would breeze through everything. And then having to do something like get sober or listen to my heart, which is not natural to me, and it's very difficult.
Feeling.
So it took so much practice and work, and I'm just not used to putting in the work. I never had to do any work that was difficult. So much like college, which took me a very long time to complete because it actually did require more work. This has also required more time and more effort in order to complete, but it's a lifelong process for sure. And just learning more about myself and figuring just that out, that I've never had to, because that was a revelation in and of itself. It can often be things like trading can be more difficult because it isn't something that comes natural, and you have to put in so much work, and I've just never had to do that kind of work for anything. So,
Can you express more about, because there's a lot of masculine, our group attracts a lot of masculine women who also have issues with feelings. Okay. And so you also, like, you're an emotional being, but you also had issues with like your emotional intelligence. How did you reveal that, heal that, and maybe strengthen your emotional intelligence as you're naturally intellectually strength?
I think a lot of it had to do with obviously meditation and just going within and just shutting my mind up for extended periods of time, because that is what naturally controls me, is my mind, and then that's attached to my emotions, and then my actions just flow from there. But also sound healing and doing this, like, because I never had to practice anything with my heart. And like when you first said it, you're like, just play from your heart. I'm like, I don't know what that means. Like, okay, I guess I'll just play and see what happens. And but at a certain point, realizing that while I can still be thinking about what to play, knowing what to play comes from the heart, and having that trust. It comes from listening, which is the heart, the God, whatever you want to call it, and having that trust in that, and that it doesn't matter if it's the wrong thing to play in the moment, it's going to be the right thing because you're listening to that inner aspect of yourself.
And the beautiful thing about our group is that the way we define God and Buddha and all this divine, it's all one thing. All is one. So as a group, we're clear that God is freaking everything. Jesus, Buddha, all the things our ancestors taught us holy, like we include it in but that one thing is something that we gotta start within first, right? The inner, the awakening's gotta start within. The world peace has to start within. And I think that's why we operate so well, because we're not busy trying to define what is God to each other, because we're like, let's get rid of trying to define it, let's feel it together. And that's what sound healing and these tools, it's already ingrained in these sound healing tools, but the way people play, it's from here. So when I hear sound healers who play from their head, it hurts my heart, because there's so much more to it than playing from your head. It's like even a guitar, like you can play like Jimi Hendrix definitely went into a meditative state and played that. Because that's how deep you can go, and he's an icon. So our group, we're following the Jimi Hendrix style of sound healing, and to promote people to express from your heart.
Go within.
Yeah, for sure. And trust, because it takes time. Not like for me too. It took time for me to like just be wild. That's why I just crack jokes randomly. I throw out random words. I meow randomly because my mind's so active, I need that to keep my energy centered and light. Because when things are too serious for a long time, it's not from the heart anymore. It reminds me of just monks doing Dharma talks and falling asleep. But when you add a little flavor, it's like I don't have to drink tea with my pinky up, but for me I need it, because why? I'm a pinky up kind of guy. Why? Because I have no shame with my pinky up kind of life, which is fulfillment. Any last words for our brother or sister? Start with Sister Emily. The Lunar New Year is coming up, okay? The dragon, what do you, in this new cycle of dealing with masculine energy, how would you like to deal with the dragon this year?
I'm dialing into like a gentle dragon, because I've always been like a fire breathing dragon, like here I come, hear me roar, and if I'm not happy, everybody's going to know, you know, but more so of a softer dragon, and knowing when to bring that out versus being more compassionate, which has been happening this week, which I'm very grateful for. So I definitely can feel the Lunar New Year, Year of the Dragon. So yeah, you're used to the fire breathing one. Now you're cycling to something more gentle, like a wood dragon, a water dragon, which is this year wood yang dragon.
Brother Sean?
Very much the opposite of what Emily is. I've always been, very flowing water, just whatever. And yeah, I definitely need the opposite of that this year. More fire, more determination to achieve my goals and to practice and to continue on the path.
I feel that this year the dragon is to focus on your human job and experience. Because I can see, because the earth, right? The wood is like an earthy energy, which represents like your human experience, your humanness, your job, your duty, your calling in a more human realm. And just paying more attention to where the upgrade is needed there. And that's why like I'm feeling, it's like, I think it's a money year. Like I think it's just realize, that's what I'm intuitively feeling. I feel like this year, because some years you're going to be developing more emotional intelligence, more meditation. But the year of the fire dragon is like awakening your bank account, awakening your richness and prosperity, but doing it the right way and not selling out to just, how can I make more money, dragon? It's more like, how does the dragon want to guide me so that I can push through to the next level? And it might not even be about a job. It may be about a mentality. Because, right, to get to this, to get to wherever we are, something had to open in our mind that decide, I'm gonna be a day trader. I'm gonna drive for Amazon. I'm gonna live stream. I'm gonna be all this and that. And maybe there's a new mentality that it's like one teacher, I think Jim Rohn or something, like we strive for the $1 million, not for the money. It's for about who would we be when we have that $1 million. What does it take? So it's not about the money, right? It's about to get there, who do you have to evolve into? And that's not comfortable. And that's why the dragon energy is like, okay, you have green light. I'm just going to ride the ride and do the work. Because if we don't do the work, we stay the same. And that is not what my life is about. My life is about growth. And maybe your life is about growth too. So thank you everybody for being here. Remember to, follow Emily Richardson. Brother Tanet is also on Insight Timer. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for all the peaceful. Today has been peaceful. 260 meditators on Insight Timer. We got about 22 on Twitch and Facebook and also Instagram. So thank you for being here. We're developing ourselves. It's not easy to do this twice a week, 3 times a week. But what are you doing for God? What is your part? How can you do more than just think about you and your family? As long as your family is mostly good. If your family is not good, focus on them. But when they're mostly good, they don't have to even be great. Just when your life is when your environment is mostly good, that's way better than most people already. When your family is not depressed, not addicted, right? Just a little bit. Just as long as their emotions not deeply sad and they're going towards like more open. And if they're not at that stage, focus on your family. Focus on you. And once you have, right, many people don't even make it past that. That's why I'm kind of like realizing, okay, focus on your damn family. Is your son depressed? Right? Is your bank account low and you're meditating too much? Are you doing too much free work that you're poor? The master told me God does not want you to be poor. And now I understand. It's not about being rich with a lot of money. It's about the energy of abundance, people. Enough to keep growing and serve something beyond just you. And that's why I'm with these guys, because they get it. And thank you for your time, everybody. The end. Thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, Q. Okay. Okay, final word. Thank you, Kata, Eros. Thank you, Priestess of Wonderland, and May. Okay, how do I... The end. Gotta stop. Let me stop.
Adios.
Adios, amigos. Thank you, Mira, for hanging out the whole time. It will be on YouTube, by the way, which is Healing Sounds of Mystic Village. Healing Sounds of Mystic Village.